Hey guys, welcome to Real Talk, where I share with you my thoughts, my raw, unfiltered, unscripted thoughts about things. And I don't know what you guys can actually get from this episode, but I hope you do. So, today we're going to talk about something that nobody wants to talk about, but I just felt that I needed to talk about it, especially with what's going on with the world. And I've been thinking about this for the past few days. No, not in a negative way, but more in a theoretical and conceptual way. As some of you may know, if you're here in the Philippines, one of the most famous vloggers here in the Philippines, Eman, died of cancer, and also Chadwick Boseman, who played Black Panther, also died of cancer. And as I was looking back, I saw a picture of them, well, Chadwick and Kobe, together in heaven, and it just hit me. It was just it put me in a position. It put me in place. I wasn't really affected of Chadwick. I'm not a fan of Marvel, to be honest. But when I saw the picture, and it just hit me that it still feels surreal to see number 24 gone in this world. And so I just feel like we have to talk about death, even though we don't want to talk about it, even though no one prepares us for it. Because if there is one thing that this COVID pandemic has taught me, is life is so short. Like, you can never ever predict what's coming, and that includes death. I've lost my grandmother in the early days of weeks of the pandemic, and so I've been thinking, what if I die? No, not in a suicidal way, more of a conceptual and theoretical way. Like, what if I die? Like, I'm spending so much time in my head for the past few days, and the thought of me dying just keeps on repeating and repeating. Because as we've seen, we can't really know when we are gonna die. Like, we have a lot of dreams and goals and aspirations for the people that we love, and then magugulat na lang tayo na wala na pala sila. And so I've been thinking about, what if I'm the one na mawala? And I don't know if maybe I'm just experiencing this phase, but regardless, I really think that we should be open in actually understanding that we are all gonna die. Sooner or later, we are all gonna die, and there's nothing we can do about it. And I really believe that a lot of people are not really scared of dying, more of they are scared of not being able to live at their fullest potential. And so I was thinking, if I die, would I be happy? I can remember back in my birthday eve, yung salubong ng birthday ko, I was thinking, I was super anxious and I was super paranoid, I think. And I thought, what if I died in my sleep on my birthday? Of course, didn't happen. And I was really scared, because I said, I really want to celebrate my birthday. I really want to spend more years on Earth. But something also hit me that if I die in my sleep right now, I'd be happy. I'd be glad of how far I've come. And although there are so many things to accomplish yet, there are still so many things to accomplish. I feel like I've given my whole heart in every single thing that I'm doing, whether it's my studies, whether it's creating content for you guys, whether it's in my relationship, whether it's in my family. I feel like I did what I thought I needed to do. And so I have no regrets in this life. While it's a painful experience, while it's a sad thought, I really feel like being able to look yourself in the mirror and say, you're going to die tomorrow, are you okay with that? And to be able to answer yes, I think that's the most fulfilling thing to be felt. And I could recall one of my favorite parts of the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I think it's entitled "Begin with the End Begin with the End in Mind," and there was this. And the first part was me trying to visualize my own funeral and imagine what are the things people are going to say at my memorial, at my funeral. It's a scary thought. It is. It's really scary, and a lot of people are not ready to have it yet. But I try to imagine what are the things that people are going to say to me. Not that I care about those stuff, but it just made me feel good. Like, I'm really happy that I was able to live not a perfect life, but the best way that I can. And I talked about this a lot of times in my other podcast episodes, where I say that death is my ultimate motivator. And sometimes it scares me, but at the end of the day, it just helps me do the things that I really want to do with my life, say the things that I mean. I try my best not to hurt people or speak ill to other people, because this may be the last time that I'm saying something towards them. And I don't want to have a legacy that does bad things, that prioritizes his ego. I don't want to be remembered as someone who just lived. As much as possible, I want to be remembered as someone who made an impact on other people's lives. And honestly, these past few days, it's really hard. It's really hard. I can't explain how hard it is. But every single time that I'm feeling down, I check on my Instagram, and I have you guys tagging me saying how the podcast have helped you or how you connected with the podcast, and it just feels so good to feel like you're making something good out of your life. It just really feels so good. And so again, if and it goes back to the question that if I die today, I would be happy because I know that I touched other people's lives. And every single day I ask myself that question, that you're gonna die tomorrow. You might die tomorrow. You never know. You never know, man. Like every single day, we get occupied by the routines, the habits that we're accustomed to. But we can never really tell when our death will come. When will death come? And so it just gives us this liberty of just doing the things that we want to do with all our heart, with 100% of the things, with 100% of our effort, of our genuineness, of our intentions. It just removes all the trivial stuff from our minds, our bodies, our spirits. So maybe just maybe we could stop wasting our time trying to impress people that we don't like, trying to chase someone who don't want to be with us, who doesn't want to be with us, trying to achieve superficial image in social media, even in real life. Instead, we could just live, say what we mean, do the things that we love, spend time with the people that we love, and stop caring about all these other bullshit things in this world. Because life is so fucking short. And a lot of us, man, a lot of us are just throwing our lives away. I understand that we're most of the times we're in these phases that we don't know what we're going to do, but we gotta remember that regardless of whether you do know what you're gonna do or you don't know what you're gonna do, you're going to die. It's gonna end soon. And so every single day that we wake up, we should try to be grateful that we are alive. Because fuck man, there are a lot of people who are not here in this world but deserves to experience life as what we are experiencing right now. Let death be your motivator and understand that we should not be wasting our time doing stupid shit that won't make us happy. Follow your heart. Listen to your heart. You know what's right or wrong. You know what will actually make you happy. Try to live it that way. You may not get how you imagine it to be, but as long as every single day you're giving out your best, you're trying to make your life better than yesterday, then it's all good. You can tell yourself every single night that you're going to sleep, if I die in my sleep, I would be happy. And I think that's one of the most fulfilling things we can hear from ourselves. And so, yeah, I guess that's it. Sorry for for a heavy episode. Again, I'm using this segment as a way to say the things that, for me, I don't actually know if it makes sense, but I just feel like I needed to put it out there. I'm not satisfied with just putting it in writing. I'm not satisfied with just tweeting it or posting a video on TikTok. I want to make podcasts of my raw, unfiltered thoughts to make sure that I speak out my mind, lay out my thoughts, and hopefully I could reconstruct how I'm looking things at a certain way, and understand that there are things that are beyond my that there are so many things that we need to understand. And if you connected with this episode, then that's amazing. I really don't expect that you guys are gonna listen to it. I'm not trying to share this episodes, but so far a lot of people actually can relate to the real talk, the first real talk that I made. And so I just feel like maybe some of you could relate to this as well. I hope you don't take this as a wrong way, but actually a motivating way, an inspiring way to understand that this life is so fucking short and we need to live right now. Thank you so much for listening. This is Alec Cuenca. Small talk, small conversations with huge impact. I hope this sends a message. And take care. God bless you guys.